So let me introduce to you Marvin Higbee.
Well, I'm really excited to have you here with us today. Boy, this is a great-looking group of people. Congratulations on that. Give yourselves a hand. Come on, just for that. One of the things that I wanted to do today, I've been thinking a lot, what could I tell people so that they could get a flavor and a feel for exactly who we are at Kiiera right away. About 30 years ago, I became acquainted with a song that's a Spanish song. I'm not going to sing it for you, but I'm going to read you the words or tell you the words. The song says, and I'll say it in Spanish first, and then I will translate it for you. I wrote out my translation so I could kind of think it through a little bit. But it says, Un cierto día un hombre estuvo aquí de mirar. Tan tierno y tan dulce era su canción, que nunca escuchaba yo otra canción como la de él. Todo gesto suyo era de amor, y nunca hablaba él sino era de amor, un amor mayor. Y todo lo que él aquí dejó no pasó, y siempre va a existir. Por esos pasos que él caminó, nos dejó un camino cierto a seguir. So obviously I've done some work in Spanish-speaking countries. What this song says is it says, once a man was here who was worth observing. So tender and sweet was the song he sang. In all the land there was no other song quite like his. His every gesture was one of love. He never spoke unless it was of love, a greater love. And all that he left behind remains and will always exist. In his footsteps he left us a sure path that we should follow. Now, you may all have in your head someone who this represents for you. That person could be Muhammad for some people, could be Buddha for others, could be Jesus Christ for some, could be Moses for others, could be in modern times Gandhi, or Martin Luther King, or Mother Teresa. Individuals make a difference in our life and in our world. And today you're going to meet people who have as their intention, their clear intention in their life, that they want to make a difference in your life. And they want to make a difference in this world. You know, Peter Spiegel and Chris Killam are two very fine people who are intent on leaving people, places, and things better than they found them. That's part of our mission as a company. And Kiiera is an expression of that intention on all of our parts. That's why we have Vive, that product that is creating so many wonderful experiences for so many people and has blessed so many lives already with as few people as we have since we started such a very short time ago. And isn't it wonderful to be part of an organization where the intention is to do no harm to either the environment or to people at large?
How many of you have heard the expression, it's not personal, it's business? That is such rot. The person who ever first said that should have been shot. Hopefully they were. You know, every time I come here, I think, what can I say differently? What can I do differently? How can I make the points differently to more deeply impress you with what's going on here? And I thought, Peter and I are funny because we'll usually run into each other about 10 minutes before speaking and said, have you figured out what you're going to say yet? And it's like, oh, I'm kind of working on it. We're not very scripted, which is wonderful. You know, you kind of take the atmosphere and go from there. I thought I would dispel some notions today. I thought that the best service I could provide is to bust some myths. The first being, it's not personal, it's business. Everything about business is deeply personal. What the hell is business in the first place? It's people engaging in transactions that meet their needs around goods and services. It's people engaging in that. It's not buildings engaging in that, or automobiles, or computers talking to each other, or light bulbs going on or off. It's people. It's always, ever, first and foremost, people. And when you kind of have these junctures in your mind, in your development, there are some people who go off on the it's business, it's not personal path. And that means that morally, ethically, and from a matter of conscience, every decision they make from there is influenced by that. Health is this dynamic, vital, amazing state of being. When you're healthy, you're not just free of symptoms. When you're healthy, you have energy to spare. When you're healthy, your mind works. When you're healthy, you can get into a flow in life where you can accomplish a lot. There is an intrinsic dynamism to real health. It is not the absence of disease. Another myth that people have is, you know, if you're feeling mentally or emotionally distressed, you should probably take some of the psychiatric drugs. Prozac will help. Oh, sure, I mean, it'll completely and totally deaden your sex life, but you won't necessarily be depressed. Unless, of course, you get depressed about not having any sex.